Good morning, everybody. It's a little foggy today. I'm in the beautiful state of Utah. I'm in a place called Dale, Utah now, not too far from Toole, about probably 80 miles from Salt Lake City, Utah. But I don't know if you can see the mountains back there. It's a little foggy today, overcast. But here is what's necessary to say today, which is I was listening today to a Reverend Tony Smith, and him and Jamal Bryant were in a debate, and I just want them to know what makes them different than any other rappers. They're pastors, but they're going at one another like they're rappers. We need healing, and we need to begin a process to heal. We need leaders, and we need strong leaders. The archaic stance in everybody's mind that keeps us fighting one with another, and actually they're not really fighting, it's just all for stage and play. They're all after the money in the pocket. But the reality is that homosexuals, we need to band together to the rescue. Pastor Smith believes that there are no homosexuals in Atlanta. And Bryant thinks that all homosexual women were born in prison. I ain't been to prison. I am a homosexual born out of the will of God. And homosexuals, it's not time to fight them. We won't repay them word for word, vein for vein, evil for evil, but how many thousands of years can they hate us, okay? There has to get some reality going on, but there's two issues. One, those of us that are African American, we've got to begin to pull together and to have a semi-segregation. We've got to get ourselves together. This self-hatred is ridiculous. And all we have to do is read history books, and you know that the words of Jesus are good, but he was talking about love. The rest of it, we just need to read some history. Read some history. That's all I ask you to do. Those of us that are homosexual, we certainly, those of us that are Christian, I am Christian, 6th generation Christian out of the Gardner household. I am a pastor, ordained, and what I will say is that we have some things that we can build upon. We're strong, but the church needs us, all homosexuals. They need us to rescue them out of the space they're in. We all know that once the church opens its doors and arms to homosexuals, oh my God, it's going to bust open. It's going to bust up on why, but we really have to get rid of all of this superficial stuff. Parents, are you telling me that you had a child and you let any of these ministers or pastors, and they can't help what they've been taught. They've just been taught wrong. They can't help that they've misinterpreted the scripture. That's all they know. But somebody be able to tell you to hate your kid, throw them out on the streets. It's crazy. Homosexuals, this won't stop. The sex stuff won't stop until we put a stop to it. So people want to keep us in the dark so they can do things in the dark. But it's time. The world needs us. The earth needs us to bring it to some more light. There has to be another consciousness here. Pastor Jamal Bryant, Pastor Smith, please stop acting like the things we want to try to prevent as adults. If you have a disagreement with one another, that's fine. Don't be at, he said this to me on TV, and I'm going to say this about them, and you all are acting like the rappers that put guns to each other's head, pound, pow, pow, which is a problem with our people anyway. But if you are whom we need to look at as examples of leaders, I want you all to just kind of look at yourself, please, and lead. This is Pastor Brigitte Rose Kennedy. You're going to hear a lot from me. Homosexuals to the rescue. Time to band together. Let's get this thing right. Bye-bye for today.